Welcome back to Rising Stars, new episode. My name is Roxana, and before I start the interview itself, just wanted to leave a note that if you are a foodie and want to try out something new, you can check out Urban Eats MTL. They are a sponsor of our show. And today on the show, I have a beautiful model and actress, Heidi Cederberg. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, thank you very much for coming and joining us on the set today. So I usually start the conversation from how did it all begin? I know that in your case, you started at the age of 5 and you started first in the modeling business. So let's go back in time. Tell us a little bit about that and then we'll take it from there.
Okay. Well, it was definitely mom-oriented. I think, she thought I was cute and photogenic and like every other parent, and took me to an agent that took me on. And so started working in modeling, just catalogs for Sears, Eaton, the Bay that's gone now. But and it was, I had a lot of fun, got a good kick out of it, walking in and seeing my picture at the store.
Did you do the runway as well?
When I think I did a few, yeah.
Okay, and you continue. It was mom who was kind of supporting you? Did you enjoy doing that? Or was it something more pushed, like go?
I think I was a bit more pushed initially, and I did have fun doing it. But I think towards the end of elementary school, it became too much for me. I didn't like missing school. Even though I was a good student, I just didn't like to miss school. I was missing out on fun activities with friends. And so it wasn't coming from me. It was more my mom pushing me at that time.
And did you continue? Did you take a break?
No, I took a few years break in high school, and it wasn't towards the end of high school where I realized it was something that interested me and I wanted to get back into.
But did you do so? I know that you do both modeling and acting. Did you take the acting classes? Did you pursue your acting career past journey when you were a kid?
My mom, she put me in some acting classes and I did a few auditions. However, I was told it was not for me.
Why?
And to not continue down that path. Well, the only memory I really have was auditioning for an O. Henry chocolate bar commercial. And for whatever reason, the whole time, I kept saying, "Oh, Harry," and not cute. Didn't work. They didn't want me. And I was also very hyper as a kid, so I just couldn't sit still. And so the agent said, let's just keep her in modeling.
Okay, but then you came back to the acting career. Yeah. How old were you and what brought you on that journey back then? I guess, on that journey.
Well, I ended up getting a new agent when I was about 17, and it was all modeling. And she started sending me to auditions, and I went for an audition for vodka for Smirnoff.
Fancy?
Yep. And I didn't have too much experience. I did a lot of drama classes in high school, so it was something that I was interested in and enjoyed. And I remember practicing all week for that, and I didn't know if I was going to get it. As you know, all actor members first audition and apprentice members.
You were non-union.
I was non-union.
In the end of the line.
I was at the end of the line, but I was like, well, this is good practice. This is a start. I have to practice somewhere. And the next morning, got a phone call from my agent. We have a paper ticket for the airplane for you. Come pick it up. And the hotel's all booked in Toronto. And I flew out there, had an amazing time, just realized it was something I really enjoyed and wanted to continue. So when I came back to Montreal, after that, I started booking classes. I was at the Montreal School of Performing Arts, taking every course that they could offer. I think your agent is Constantine.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was there with me. We were taking classes together. And
Montreal, small world.
It is, yeah. So I really enjoyed that. So that helped me. That's where I started and continued.
And then, so I know that you kind of combine both, right? Which one is your bigger passion, if I can say so? Yeah. Like, where does your heart lay, acting or modeling?
Well, I think, I was doing both for a long time at the same time with my agent. And then I just started to do more. I actually switched agencies, and that agent had more acting as well. And I think that's what encouraged me, and it was just where my passion was, and I continued more in that direction.
So you love more acting than modeling?
A lot more, yes, yeah.
They have some similarities in a certain in a certain sense, slight, but how does your modeling experience, which you had a lot, and you also represent one point of time by the leading modeling agency of Montreal, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it made me become more aware of my physical presentation on camera. So body language, movement, nonverbal communication, so gestures, posture, especially facial expressions. So that helped me, with portraying emotions, maybe even bring a deeper level of authenticity and nuance to a role.
Were you ever afraid of camera? Or you were never afraid of camera? Because sometimes the commercials, they can help just to unlock that shyness in front of the camera. You never had that as a kid.
Yeah, it does actually for commercials. Yeah, because you have maybe 1 or 2 lines, and that you are doing for 16 hours all day, because the whole team is there. That line has to be said exactly how they want it, and all 10 people behind scenes have to agree with, okay, that's the way it was supposed to be
So it's
said.
just like 2 lines, because I have never done commercials, so that's. I understand when you do the filming and you do shoot the one scene from many different angles, so that through 5 seconds scene, it ends up being half day of shoot. But for the commercial, it's that long just to get that line right.
Yeah. I think I remember one commercial was good 18 hours we were on set, and a lot of the time, definitely because you're in Montreal, they're going to film back and forth French and English.
So you do both. You do French and English?
No, I only do English, but they will, like, I'll get replaced by the French actress, and then we will.
And then you need to match
exactly to the
mood, whatever.
Exactly into the second. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And that is interesting question actually, because I think I was told to speak a little faster to catch up with the French line. Yeah.
That's a whole. I was always okay. Since I didn't have an experience, I always was thinking, oh, that's an easier shoot. But it can be really like a long shooting day as well, just with 2 phrases.
Yeah. And it's a lot harder to say that same line. At the end of the day, you're like, I've said this line 100 times.
Can you say that because I mean, like, starting the modeling career in that young age, right? And continue, and not just started and hopped off, but you continue to develop, and you did have a lot of work back then. Do you consider yourself as a humble kid, teenager, and what helped you to remain humble? I don't know, I talk to you, you're humble.
You think?
Yeah.
You think I'm humble?
Yeah, I think
That's
you're
so
humble.
kind, Roxana. No, I think, there's a lot of rejection. So for every commercial or job I booked, I did 20, 25 other auditions, castings, and it wasn't taken. So there's, it definitely can be a humbling experience.
And because that's a good point also, because I think that when you are an adult, to face the rejection, it still might be tough.
Yeah.
But you're adult, right? So you know how kind of to manage somehow, somewhat, depending on the level of maturity, but your emotions. Yeah. When you're a kid or a teenager, it's even harder.
Absolutely.
How did you do? Like, do you have any tricks, any tips for that?
No, you just get used to it, and you're told, like, this is how it is. And you're also told, okay, they have a specific person in mind. It's not you. It's not because you did a terrible job. It's because, when you walked in, they probably said, okay, that's not her. Or you walk in like, yes, that's her. Let's see how she does the line. Yeah, that's how we wanted it. So
it's knowing how it is from the get-go, the specific of the industry. Do you have any preferred type of the characters that you love to do? I don't know, hero, villain, vulnerable woman. I'm very cliche type of the characters, but in the end of the day, that's what it is. And how often you book the roles that are in line with the characters that you are more inclined to?
Yeah, I'm never cast as the nice girl. I don't know why. But no, I think I cast more, and I think roles that are more like a controlling personality. So detective is something I've done quite a few times. Yeah, exactly.
But are they within your comfort zone? Are they the ones that you would love to do more?
I do enjoy doing them. But I mean, of course, there's other roles I'd like to be outside of my comfort zone.
What are they?
Oh, I don't know.
Dream roles?
I think, I don't know, I think I would love to just play some character with more depth. Maybe some kind of internal conflict, and I would have to try method acting for it. Yeah.
So speaking of that, do you have a preferred technique? Because you took a lot of classes, and like any technique that you say, like, that's the one that I'm using the most often.
Yeah, I think, well, my roots with classical acting, so very much I'll study the script and my character, but primarily I use the Meisner technique. So it's very instinctual, organic, natural.
And any technique that when you started, you were looking like, hey, not a big fan, or like didn't give you anything?
No, not really. I think I was open to everything, and it really sometimes depends on the role, what you're doing.
I know that you have an education in psychology and sociology, right?
Yeah.
So you have two. That's one of the, because it's interesting, right? So that technically, that education, or it helps you to understand people better, human psychology better, way of thinking.
Yeah.
How does it help you as an actor? And do you have any special tricks or tips based like on that experience that you learned to get into the character?
Well, just understanding human behavior in the mind and social interactions. It's going to help me outside of acting, first of all. But for acting, I think it helps me connect and even empathize with
the
characters. Yeah, and really understand them.
And so let's say, did you ever have the characters when they were completely the opposite from you? Like you would look at them like, hey, I wouldn't want to be that person in real life. Did you ever have that kind of experience?
I think so. Recently, the ones, I think some of the short films that I've been doing where I'm portraying kind of an awful person, using people, taking advantage of people, and those just are not me, but they're kind of fun to play. It's fun to play the mean girl, but I'm definitely not a mean girl.
But what are your preferred genres if we talk about the movies?
Well, I haven't done much comedy, but I would really love to do
comedy.
I really would.
I saw you in that short film, like when you were doing that one of the scene, and it was, I think it was like a more comedic type of the scene. I love that. I was also thinking like, oh, like she would be great in comedy.
I haven't done too many, and every time I do, I'm really intimidated by the talent and people's ability for improv in comedy. So I'm very intimidated, but it's something that I would like to pursue, and I think I have to start taking some more classes.
Yeah, well, did you ever take the improv classes?
I did a long time ago, and I was young, and again, I'm going to use the word, I was intimidated. I was like, I don't think I can do this. They're so talented. I'm not at their level. I'm going to have to step back from this for a bit, but I think I've developed more confidence over the years.
To go back?
Give it a try, yeah.
What was the role that left the trace in your heart that you really loved a lot, and that just was like, oh my, I love doing that character?
Oh my goodness. I think there was this character, Detective Myles, that I played in a feature and a couple of short films. The reason why I liked playing this was, first of all, Silence of the Lambs was my favorite movie growing up, and I loved Jodie Foster, and I wanted to be her. I feel like I just told someone this story the other day, but and I wanted to be an FBI agent at some point. I even
as a person, like in your real life.
Like I even sent them a letter saying, "How can I become an agent?" I think I was like 13 years old. Anyway, so I really love watching crime shows, Law and Order, and so playing this detective role, and she had this kind of dry humor as well, so I had a little bit of comedy involved. I really enjoyed playing her.
Well, like it's so funny because then you played detectives a couple of times, and you wanted to be an FBI agent when you were a kid, so you're kind of pretty close to the characters that you really enjoy playing.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know that you also teach drama to the kids, right? So you
Yeah.
have not just you have psychology and sociology education, also you have a second education, right?
Yes.
Which is
Education,
right? So that's kind of a combination. Do you feel that it's like an organic continuation of your purpose as an actor? Teaching, because you teach drama, right, to the kids.
Are you referring to the saying, those that can't do, teach?
No, I am just referring to that, like it's almost like it's your next
I understand. Yeah, no, I love incorporating it into my lesson plans, and the kids as well. Really, I think they're enthusiastic about it. It's something that they enjoy. It gives confidence to them as speakers in front of others. It really contributes towards their reading skills, in terms of fluency, comprehension, and even the reluctant readers want to come up and do it. So we'll practice. We'll have scripts, and it's something that I'm always asked every year. They hear about it through the other classes. Like, are we going to do scripts, Mrs. C? And so I always try to do.
It's what age?
Well, usually the scripts will be between 10 to 12 years old.
Okay, so they're grown up kind of enough.
Yeah.
So do you, a question, because it's interesting, so do you incorporate it into the main program, or it's like an additional class?
I incorporate it into it, yeah. So I'm not teaching actual drama classes right now. I put it into the language arts program or however else.
Okay, so and then because that's interesting because that's almost like blending.
Yeah.
And through blending that into the main program, you help the kids learn, right? And how does it? So like usually you would just do like a script analysis in the classes.
We'll read scripts. We'll do script analysis, character analysis. I'll have them come back and tell me all about the characters. Basically, like classical acting class with them. Then I have lots of different scripts that they'll each have their own role, that they'll memorize and practice, and then we go up and we perform it in front of others of the class.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's really interesting way of bringing the acting into the main program. You still do both modeling and acting, right?
More so acting, a little bit modeling here and there, but definitely the majority is acting.
Don't miss modeling?
A little bit. I did something recently and I was like, this is fun. I remember really enjoying it. So yeah, I think I should more, but between teaching, I think right now I need to concentrate on one thing, and that's acting.
You have three kids? Two kids, two sons.
Yeah.
Both of them are pursuing acting, or
just my older son,
Logan.
Yeah,
right. Because both our sons, they were in the same short film.
I know.
Was he influenced by you? At what age did he come to you and say, "Hey, I want to try acting," or was it more like you noticed something that him being artistic and said, "Okay, let's try it out"?
Yeah, I did notice there was something in him. So he started young, auditioning, and he was doing well. And then he was always for my self-tapes, he was my reader, my director.
It's convenient.
My videographer, it is. And I just realized that he was just naturally good, like better than me. And so I asked him, do you want to take acting classes? So he did. He enjoyed it, and got him an agent, and he works now and then. For him, he has football, school.
A lot.
So he doesn't always, we'll get the information. He's like, no, I can't miss. It's a big football game, and it's not. So it's something. It's a hobby for him, and he really enjoys it.
How old is he?
He's 17.
He just graduated, right?
He just graduated.
Congratulations.
Two nights ago.
I saw a post on Instagram. So, but that's good. So he kind of makes the choices now and like sets the priorities kind of in a right way, I guess. Like not just going after the fancy acting, but setting it up in the right way.
Yeah, he tries to do it all. He's very busy.
Does he think of pursuing acting further as a profession, or it remains kind of more of a hobby for him?
I think more of a hobby. He's going to continue. He's off to school in the States in about 6 weeks, and they have a really great theater film program as well. So he's going to take some electives and continue that because he is interested in it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you coach him or do you help him out when he does the auditions, or it's all like you do you, and that's it? Or he asks you, "Hey, mom, can you have a look? Let me know. Give you comments, give feedback."
I do coach him, but he's so good. You just give him feedback once, and he gets it.
Oh, that's cool. Does he watch your self-tapes as well? Is it like a mom-son bonding? No,
definitely not.
Moving on, further, did you ever do theater?
I gave it a try when I was doing the acting classes, and it was not for me. Those are the really, really talented actors. I'm always so impressed. I had a bit of stage fright, a bit of anxiety. I'd get out there. You just have that one take.
Yeah,
and
that's.
And I think that knowledge of that one take it's just too much for me. And I'm like, I just need a second take. Just give me a second take, then I'm good.
Okay, so that one is kind of out of scope. But how do you, before going on set, how do you manage your stress level?
I always go to bed early the day before.
Get up.
Yeah. I don't drink alcohol the night before. I really just take care of myself. And I always try to arrive really early. I'd rather arrive like an hour early than be late, so that stress is off the table. And I'll just get there early and go over my lines.
But then before going like on set, that kind of sets you up in the right space, right? No running, no, I don't know.
Sometimes, yeah, depending on what time. I mean, if I have to be on set for 4 a.m., no, I won't be jogging at 2 a.m. But yeah, it's true. I do. If I do start a little late, then yeah, I'll try to incorporate some exercise into my day because it is good psychologically and
it sets you in the right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have any special tips on getting into the character? Like, would you? I know if it's a specific profession, would you go Google?
Absolutely. Yeah. You always research the character. I mean, I even research what kind of clothes they wear, the personality characteristics. Like, I do a lot of research on the character and who they are, and then you kind of you feel it more when you're them. You know.
Did you ever had the situation when you forgot the lines on set? Like blanked out?
I'd say like one every time, maybe just once, once, and it's usually towards the end of the night. When I'm really tired, yeah. When you're on set for like 10 hours, even if you get a great night's sleep the night before, it's just that second. And also having ADD does not help, so I have to always keep that in check.
How do you like having that? And I know you said that you're like less height, but still that sense of not being like able to focus all the time. That doesn't help. Do you? Knowing that, like, do you have any different approach to preparing for the set, preparing for the character, learning the lines maybe?
Absolutely. You just need to know your lines by heart, inside and out. Even if you don't know exactly how you're going to deliver them, because I do work off the other actors, and when I hear how they say it, it's a very natural way of when I respond. So just knowing those lines inside and out.
And like the whole learning process, is it anyhow? Do you write? Do you listen? Do you, I don't know, read?
Yeah.
Like, or you do all of those?
My script definitely has tons of notes. I highlight, I underline, I emphasize where I'm going to, say something a certain way. Yeah.
So, what is next for Heidi? What are the plans? Upcoming summer year? Anything manifesting?
Well, now that you talked about theater, it is something I'm thinking about again. Now that
I'm going to see that into
I'm maturing, I think I can handle it. So I am thinking about getting into theater for the first time, really. Someone did ask me recently to co-direct on a film they're writing. I don't have any information about it, but that is something that I'm really looking forward to. Something I've always wanted to do.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So, but you never tried it before. It's gonna be like it's something.
I'm there in the background directing all the time, but not officially. And and then I think I'd like to also work more in the. I love the independent film industry in Montreal. There's so much talent. And I just really want to be part of it even more than I have in the past.
So that's so theater,
Mhm.
co-directing. Did you ever try to write?
I haven't.
See, I'm throwing out the ideas to try, because I feel that also like with the your educational background.
Yeah, it's true, and I do like to write. I'm someone that journals, but no, I haven't. I don't know. Good question. I have to think about it.
Okay, so maybe I don't know. Maybe if we do like a round 2 of the interview in a year from now.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe I could co-write something with someone.
Yeah, I know. Like that kind of that kind of happens often when people co-write. So that's I guess a good starting kind of point.
Yeah.
Did you ever also had the situation when you needed to get out, like you had a character which was heavy or not really like you, Heidi, and you needed, did you carry it on with you and you needed really to get out of it?
No, there was maybe 2-3 summers ago where I had to play a racist woman, and that was very hard on me. We actually had a psychologist on set because of the things that we had to say. And it bothered me for weeks. It was really upsetting to have to see the reaction of those that I had to say those lines to. And even now, just talking about it, I think that was one of the hardest. And
psychologists, so that's also interesting because
for everyone, have to hear those things. Yeah.
And how does psychology? So in this case, how does psychologists help on? Because I mean, I know that there are intimacy, for example, coordinators, so they kind of guide the whole scene. For the psychologists, like, do they have a conversation with an actor? How does it?
Well, they talk to everyone as a group, and then they were there if you needed to speak to them. They were ready for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Like, I never thought that.
That was the first time.
That kind of thing exists. Kind of.
Yeah, it didn't occur to me either, but it made complete sense, and I'm really glad that they did.
Did you have a feel that you needed to talk to a psychologist? Were there people who wanted to talk to a psychologist after?
I don't know. I didn't see.
You know, I mean, it's a heavy scene.
Yeah, it was, but I did carry it with me, and I thought about it all the time.
Like going over in your head.
Yeah.
How did you shake it off?
Time. This time heals.
Heals. Yeah.
It does. It does.
You're right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your time today. Thank you for coming and spending this beautiful little time of this day with us. Wishing you all the best, and let's see, maybe in a year from now it will be a Heidi co-writing and a play in the theater.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and looking forward to seeing you on the next one.